Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be sharing with you my thoughts and feelings in reaction to the first two episodes of the brand new Disney Plus series, Willow, the sequel to the beloved fantasy film, Willow. Yes, both shows are named identical. The only difference is one is a movie and the sequel is the TV show that premiered its first two episodes of season one today on Disney Plus. I just got done watching it. Really enjoyed it. And let's talk about it. Now, before I get into all of that, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review. So if you have not seen the first two episodes of Willow and you want to, do not keep watching or listening to this review, as I will be discussing spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. First and foremost, it is so great to see beloved characters like Willow and Sorsha back at it again after all these years. I just rewatched the movie last night, and of course I love it. I've always loved it. It's so great seeing them back all these years later, played by the exact same people. And even though he wasn't present, you could feel the presence and the spirit of Mad Mardigan, Val Kilmer's character, in the show, both mentioning him by name and also this new rogue character, Borman, this guy who was in the Queen's captivity for whatever reason, and then she sets him loose when her son is kidnapped by these gnarly, scary-looking guys called the Gales or whatever, like couple of monsters, and one can turn themselves into a scary bird, and one seems to be a sorcerer or a wizard or some shit like that. And then they infected the captain of the army, or a commander, of Tirazline, and now he's evil along with his small little search party, and now it seems like they've kidnapped Elora Danan, who we also got a great reveal that that girl is indeed Elora Danan, and I guess to protect her and her identity, and just to keep people ignorant to the fact that she may or may not be alive, they decided to raise her in Tirazline, but as a kitchen maid, as a servant girl, instead of the highborn royalty that she is. Speaking of royalty, the first episode was a very good introductory episode to our main cast of characters, all the people who are now on this quest to go rescue the prince, the reintroduction of beloved characters like Willow, Sorsha, Elora Danan, and of course the return of some of our favorite creatures like the Death Dogs when they attacked Tirazline. That was great. I also really enjoyed seeing Tirazline as a thriving kingdom. And it was also interesting that they revealed that Tirazline and Galadorn are part of the same realm or country, but they both have their own kingdoms, which are separate and respectful of one another, except they seem to want to join forces properly by wedding off Sorsha's daughter, the princess, to the king's son, the Prince of Galadorn, played by the guy, what was his name? Who played the guy who played what's his name? Flash. Excuse me. Pardon me. I don't remember his name, but the guy, Tony Revolori, the guy who played Flash in the Spider-Man Homecoming trilogy. I forgot he was going to be in this, and it was a treat to see him again. And, it was exciting. There were some cool creatures, a great recap of the movie, and a good introduction of new and old characters. And then the second episode was also quite satisfactory. We got to see the Nelwyns again, Mims all grown up, and she still calls him Dad, which is so cute. And then it seems like the Nelwyns, for their own safety, fearing this great evil that Willow seems to be aware of because of these visions he's received over the years, have moved themselves, their society, their village, underground for safety. And it's great seeing Willow and the Nelwyns in action again. And I love that he's agreed to come along on their quest to rescue Eric, and that he's the one who first recognized and revealed Elora Danan. Very fitting, since he's the one who protected and cared for her during most of the original film. And I also enjoyed the flashbacks between him and Sorsha when he went to go visit Elora when she was a little girl. and they seem to have a disagreement about her future, about her destiny, and about magic and sorcery and all this stuff. And there seems to be a tear or a rip in their relationship, their friendship. But Willow seems willing to help and to do the right thing, especially if Elora Danan is involved, even if she hasn't quite got a grasp on the whole magic thing yet. Hopefully she will soon, because that corrupted royal commander guy has now got his grips in her, played by that great British actor who's done so much: The Green Knight, The Witch, Game of Thrones. You know, he plays such a terrific bad guy with such a strong, thick British accent. I can't remember his name, of course, but I really liked him in the recent fantasy film, The Green Knight, which also featured Erin Kellyman, who is the princess's friend / girlfriend, perhaps. She was also in The Green Knight, and she was great in that as well, too. Also, she was in Solo, a Star Wars story, which also came from Ron Howard, who obviously directed the film Willow and is creatively involved in this series as well, of course. So I really enjoyed these first 2 episodes. It really set a tone for how this first season is going to go, what's at stake, who everybody is, reintroducing us to beloved old characters, introducing us to fresh new characters, since they couldn't get Val Kilmer to come back as Mad Mardigan due to his health problems. I'm glad that they got another actor to play a similar type of renegade, rogue, charming type character like Mad Mardigan was. And fittingly, of course, he seemed to be Mad Mardigan's friend and former squire when Mad Mardigan left, not abandoning his family like they originally made it sound, but I was pleased to hear that Sorsha sent him to find another safer place for Elora Danan to grow up and live. But he obviously never came back, but the Squire did, so that was good. So I'm glad that we have a Mad Mardigan-esque character like that, even though Val Kilmer could not be with us on this show. All respect to Mr. Kilmer, of course. You know, I'm glad we've got a character like that. And I was so sorry to see the old knight go. As soon as he was done, as he was going on his little tangent about safety and vigilance and being out here in the world, I was not at all surprised. It was still shocking, but I was not at all surprised to see him get an arrow right through the chest. I'm like, oh no, not that guy. He seemed cool. And they killed him off right away. Fortunately, we still have a lot of characters to get invested in. But good stuff, good stuff. I really, really enjoyed these first 2 episodes, and I can't wait to see the rest of the season. So I hope you guys are just as pumped as I am. What did you think of the series premiere and the 2nd episode of Willow? I love to hear your thoughts and feelings on it. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome rest of your night with these 2 first episodes now with us on Disney Plus. Brand new episodes will start dropping every Wednesday on Disney Plus. So that is when and where you can watch them. Have a good rest of your night, everyone. Thanks for watching. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.